Hey Warriors, today we're going to be going through the campus housing application. First off, you're going to want to click on campus housing application once you're on the main page. Once you've clicked on that, you want to click what academic year you're applying to. Then you want to click what term you're applying to stay on campus. Then press save and continue and double check that your personal details are all correct. Once you've done that, press save and continue once again. Next up, you're going to want to read through the equity statement and press I agree, and then save and continue when you're done. Next up, you're going to want to read through the accessible or creed-based housing accommodations. Once you've took a look through there, if you do need any accessible creed-based housing accommodations, click yes, and if you do not, click no. Once you've done that, save and continue, and then we'll circle back to what that means later. Next up is lifestyle questions. At the top, it's going to show you your roommate search screen name. If you're planning to apply with friends or send an invite to friends, take a note of that number as it's super important later. If not, scroll down, write a little bit about yourself, and fill out the room questionnaire so you can be placed with roommates that are more similar to you. Fill out all the questions, and then scroll to the bottom and press save and continue. Next stop is the rank room preferences page. You're going to want to take a read through the whole page, click on the Compare Residence website, learn a little bit about what you want for your residence stay. Once you've done that, scroll to the bottom and rank all four of your preferences from first to last. Once you've done that, press save and continue. Next up is a roommate group page. This is where that number I was talking about earlier, your screen name, is going to be very important if you're applying to residence with friends. On this page, you're going to want to read through everything and then click off the boxes once you understand what you're agreeing to. After that, scroll down to the bottom and you're going to see three sections. One that says search for roommates by details, one that says search for roommates by lifestyle questions, and one that says suggest roommates. If you are planning to stay on residence with people you already know or friends, click on the roommate search by details button. Then you're going to want to ask what your friend's screen name are and write it into the screen name section. Then once you've done that, click search. Then once you've searched your friend up, you want to click add to group so you can add your friend to your group for your residence stay. They will then get an invitation on their screen and they can just click accept, and then you will all be placed in the same residence group. One more thing to note about sending and accepting roommate requests is that the person who initiates the room request will become the group leader. And once the other people accept that request, they will then become group members. Then either the group leader can book the entire group into a shared unit, or each member of the group can book themselves into a shared unit. If you don't have a roommate in mind, then you can click the roommate search by profiles section. It will get you to fill out a room questionnaire, fill out everything, and then click search, and there will be a bunch of roommates that are similar to you and what they're looking for. Next, we're going to be talking a bit about the gender of units. So, when you're looking at the bottom of whatever room you're going to select, it's important to note what it says. Sometimes it's going to say co-ed, sometimes it will say female only, sometimes it will say male only, and sometimes it will say unassigned gender, which means single gender can be in there. If a unit is co-ed, students from all genders can live in there. If a student from the same gender is living there and one moves out, a student from another gender could move in as the unit is co-ed. So, for example, if I'm a male and I'm living with another male, if the unit's co-ed and that male moves out, a female could then move in. If a unit says unassigned gender, it will be a single gender unit, but the gender of the first student who books it will then set the gender for the rest of the rooms in the unit to be the same. So that means if I'm a male and I'm with another male, if that male moves out, then only a male can be in there, because once I'm in there, the new assigned gender is male, vice versa for female. Now that we've talked about that, you can scroll down a little bit and click the room selection for the terms you selected in step 1 of this application. So in my case, it's suite single 3-bedroom. So I'm going to click select, and it will take me to the room list page. This page is pretty important as it shows you all the rooms that are available for you for the terms you selected in step 1. And it shows you a couple more important things to know. One is the gender of each room, as we just talked about. Know what each gender means and that you're okay with that before you continue. Second of all is at the bottom of each room listing, it shows a little tab that says show room info. What this has to do with is accessibility and creed-based accommodations, as I kind of touched on earlier, but I said we get into more detail now. What this is info about each room that could apply to accessibility concerns. So, for example, some rooms have carpet, some rooms don't. If you have allergies, you might prefer being in a room without carpet, so your allergies are a little bit more manageable. That way, when you click show room info, it shows if carpet is in the room or not, and other accessibility concerns. So if you have accessible or creed-based accommodations, click show room info before you add to cart. Once you've found the room that you're looking for, click add to cart and then save and continue. Once you've saved and continue, select the bed that you wish to stay in, and then press confirm bed. Once you've done that, it will take you to the confirmation page. This page is also important because once you confirm here, you cannot go back. So make sure this is what you want and everything with your room is correct. Then, once you've done that, press save and continue. After that, it's going to take you to the housing offer detail page. Read through the terms, and once you are done with reading through the terms and everything's okay with you, press I accept on the little drop-down tab, and then press save and continue once you're finished. Next up, this is a part that we won't be going into too much detail into in this video, is contract and finance acknowledgements. Once you've done everything that we've done in this video, you're going to go ahead and fill out the contract and finance acknowledgements, and then you are done. Hope this video helped. See you soon, Warriors.